It's bigger. It's better. Ladies and gentlemen, it's too much for Mr. Incredible! Welcome back to WaterparkRanger's Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we encountered this massive Heartless in Traverse Town, in addition to Donald and Goofy, who are currently helping us fight it off. This is a boss called Guard Armor, and its gimmick is attacking you with different limbs that each have their own HP meter. Of course, we can't see HP at this point in the game because we don't have the ability to, but that will be alleviated eventually. So the deal is basically just to hack away the different parts and break off each part of the body. Finishing off with the main body, which has the real-life bar you need to contend with. It's pretty dangerous, especially if you haven't been fighting enough Heartless to level up. And especially if you're playing Expert, this thing is a death machine, even when you've leveled up significantly. So the idea is you probably want to go for the feet first, because they seem to be able to follow you quite quickly, and are very annoying because they can kick you. Make sure Sora has a few potions on him before he enters the fight, because you can't pause and equip items. You have to do so out of battle. So make sure that Sora has potions before going into this fight, so he can heal himself significantly. Otherwise, you're just going to have to rely on the green HP balls that each part drops after you defeat it, which is not a good thing to rely on. Go for the gloves next. They really can only spin around, from what I've seen. And then just finally focus on the main body, which can slam itself on the ground, which is pretty annoying and quite damaging, but it had to have some kind of attack. It would be kind of pathetic if the last piece couldn't do anything. That would be pathetic, like the final boss of Pikmin 2! But in all seriousness, this is a much harder game. In fact, this is definitely the hardest game I've Let's Played so far. It's not showing its difficulty now, though, but later on you might see what I mean by how difficult it can get. Especially for a game that has, like, Disney characters. I wonder sometimes how this game ever caught on with how difficult some of the parts are. And so it releases a particularly large, corrupted heart. Because that's what the Heartless really are. They're formed out of, dark hearts. Or at least something akin to that. And we randomly got that item after we defeated it. Well, it's a preset item, but it's kind of random how you just get it for defeating that enemy, in my opinion. IMO.
So, you were looking for me?
They too have been seeking the wielder of the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
I wonder if I could find Riku and Kairi.
Of course.
Are you sure?
Who knows? But we need them to come with us to help us find the kid.
Sora, go with them.
Of course you know
Especially
everything,
if you
Leon.
want to find your friends.
Yeah, I guess.
But you can't come along looking like that. Understand?
Oh.
No frowning, no sad face, okay?
Yeah, you gotta look funny, like us.
That never gets old.
Ones on happy faces.
Happy?
Like Leon. He's so happy. He like him. That's a more scary face than anything.
That's one funny face.
Okay, why not? I'll go with you guys.
Donald Duck.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
All for one, one for all.
That is badass. And now we are officially the Three Musketeers who will take on the forces of the Heartless and travel to find Riku, Kairi the King, and gather the pages of the Ansem reports, wherever they may be and whatever they contain. Kind of ambiguous, I know, but it's a start.
That little squirt took down that Heartless. Who'd have thought it?
Such is the power of the Keyblade. The child's strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
And the brat's friends are the king's lackeys. Slug on the ice, they're all bilge rats by the look of them.
You're no prize yourself.
Shut up.
Is that a hook I see?
Enough! The Keyblade has chosen him. Will it be he who conquers the darkness? Or will the darkness swallow him? Either way, he could be quite useful.
So who could that sinister group possibly be? Who could those people be? You can only tell by their voices, really. How can they see anything? How can they have their meeting in such a dark room? Make sure you're prepared for the journey ahead of you. We don't know how far the Heartless will spread. Check out the shops here. They got some pretty neat stuff. This is from all of us. 100 money, the currency in the game. Spend it as you see fit. And this is from Leon, although he doesn't want to acknowledge it. Aw, that was so nice! He gave us an elixir. You know, that's all it takes to stop me from hating Leon, is him giving us an elixir. For now, anywho. Okay, the gummy ship is how you get around from world to world. Traverse Town is just one of the worlds. It's a pretty horrible transportation system, and you'll eventually see why. And now we have magic as well. Wow, we get a lot of things randomly at this point. Magic, and now we also learn about abilities, I think. Yep, dodge roll is an ability, and we can equip abilities. You'll see what I mean. We're going to go and open up the pause menu, and from there, I'll show you the different things that you can do for customization and whatnot. And also, we see Jiminy Cricket, who comes along to catalog basically the people we meet and the Heartless we fight in the journal, as well as some other stuff, which is pretty cool, I guess. So here we have Fire, equipped our only magic attack on Sora. Here's how you can customize your party members. I'm having Donald be kind of sparing with his magic for the most part. And especially keep items for only an emergency, unless you want your items to be wasted. Yeah, I think that's just about right. We do want him to be using plenty of magic, after all. And regular attack constantly, because it doesn't take any magic to regular attack. So I'm being pretty frugal with how I'm setting up Donald. And once again, you can customize this at any time. And for Goofy, his special attacks / techniques and support actions, I believe those actually take up MP because he doesn't technically have magic. So that's what his entail. And there, we are equipping our abilities on Sora. So that's how all that works, and now let's learn about something else. We have, hey, look at this mark! This blue mark here is called a Trinity mark. This is a blue Trinity. And whenever you get close to one, all you have to do is pretty much just stand on it, a little question mark will appear, toggle down to the extra command, and you'll activate the blue Trinity. There are other Trinities, but we haven't learned how to activate them yet. We will learn them at different points in the story, so never fear, we will find all that good stuff. And there was a postcard up there too, so that's cool. Let's just hop down, and there's another Trinity over here, so let's activate that as well. And instead of an item, we just get a lot of money. So you can get different things out of Trinities, and each one has a specific load that it's going to give you, so that's kind of cool. And I'm not going to seek them all out, because this is not 100%. Although it might seem like it now due to all the extra stuff we're doing, we are going to do plenty of extra stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're going to do a lot of extra stuff in this game. Just not all of it. Like, I'm not sure we're going to get all the Dalmatians. We're definitely not doing all the stupid gummy ship stuff, because no one gives a crap, and we're not getting all the treasures. Because some of the treasures are just dumb gummy ship pieces that you're never going to use. Because the gummy ship is useless, and you'll eventually see why. I am going to cut just about all the gummy ship for you, because I hate it as much as everyone else does. If not more, I despise the gummy ship. It is a piece of crap. It is a cruddy device in this game. Oh, by the way, you know that ladder earlier that was too shaky? Well, it fixes itself after you get Donald and Goofy in your party for some reason. So just go around the back, and it should be here, so... Whoa! Okay, I didn't mean for that to happen. I'm gonna cut ahead, just going back there, okay? Okay, I went the wrong way. The ladder was right here. I dropped down and fell back to the floor of the second district. Up here, you are gonna have to come up here later, but not for what we're gonna do. Over here, there's another optional thing we can get, so just hop across the roofs, across the rooftops. I really love Traverse Town, by the way. Actually, this is one of my favorite pub worlds in any game I've played. Not my absolute favorite, though, I have to say. Probably not. And, the postcard is randomly right over here. You would never know. But I used a guide to find the postcards. Oh yeah, I cheated in order to show you how to play the game properly. But the postcards are really quite useful, because as you've seen, if you deliver them to the place in the first district of the little postcard, then you get different things for each postcard you bring back. And some of them are really good items, so like elixirs or whatever. And now that we have the knowledge that we can just use the key on keyhole-shaped objects, who would have thunk it? We could open that thing and open up the door to the first district. So now we can pretty much just from the first district immediately go to the second district or to the third district. So navigation has been made a lot more simple. And you'll see that with the gummy ship, actually, you can warp to the various save points in the area, so it makes it even easier to get around. And now for my last trick, use fire on this door to get through it. And yeah, the magic spell, hold down L1 for shortcuts. And check out what's in their next episode.